Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are finishing up Act 1 and then heading into Act 2 for essentially my first time. Alright. What's so heavy? This, through this. All of these can get sent to camp. Send all of that to camp. Alright, suddenly I have lots of carry weight. Send to camp. Send to Lazelle. There we are.
Let's try this way.
I've used a single T3 spell there, and a single T3 and a T4 spell here. So I will give him his T4 spell back, just in case it's needed.
Onward in her name.
And then we head down here. This definitely looks like a fun zone to be going into.
Looks untouched. Quite something to have escaped notice all this time.
If thou readst this, trespasser, turn back, lest your life be forfeit.
Oh. Well, this sounds fun. Alright. You can't get through there. Energy source. Okay. Alright. Yeah, about that.
What a day.
Ungroup you. Okay, why is it not... Alright, there we are. That was a little worrisome there for a moment.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Whatever it takes. This way.
Lathander's light may be infinite, but his mercy is not. Return. Now.
I don't see a power source here to break. I see it's there. How do I... Am I able to jump around this way? No. Ah, ahaha. I can, however, jump around this way. Alright, ungroup. Oh, you. Get to disarming there.
There is work to do. Onward.
Alright, now to figure out this one.
The Morning Lord's wrath awaits, heretic. Retreat whilst thou can.
Okay, so how do I do this one? Can't do anything there. I can't do anything here. Where is the power source for this one? Can I type examine? No, not that. All right. Let's see here. Where and how? Oh. Oh shit. Hold up. Oh. Oh.
Worth a
Alright.
shot.
I need to go get the ceremonial weapons. I see, I see. Everybody's just kind of stopped moving. What the hell? Okay. We are taking these. And then we are heading back. very slowly heading back. Movement speed in this game outside of combat is a little tedious considering the size of the maps. It is fine, though. We will get there. Alright. Which one is this? Warhammer? I see. Alright.
Indolence breeds madness.
No time to dally.
Who do I throw in there? I'm guessing Astarion, though I am a little worried because he's a vampire. But this is probably fine.
Don't linger.
No? Okay, well, that thought was wrong.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Okay, what's the next plan here?
I'll go this way.
I see. I see.
Time to fill some graves.
They had it hidden. Cool. That's no longer an issue now. I am heavily concerned by these statues, though. Why do I feel like they're going to do something to me? We bested the secret chamber's traps. We should see what they were guarding. Okay. I mean, clearly we take it, right? Okay, cool. Does this allow me to take it safely? This does not feel safe. Send help. Alright, so let's take a look at this. I have not seen it before. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Once per long rest, when your hit points are reduced to 0, you regain 2 to 12 hit points. Allies within 30 feet also regain 1 to 6 hit points. Okay, that seems okay. Sheds holy light in 20-foot radius in combat. Fiends and undead standing in the light are blinded unless they succeed a Constitution saving throw, and it's +3, and it has Sunbeam as a spell. Okay, yeah, no, this actually seems sick. Like, sick enough that I'm contemplating switching Lae'zel to sword and board instead of two-handed, and just having her carry it around. Lathander Solar Machine.
Quite a jealously guarded item, I must say.
This artifact must have been quite valuable.
Looks powerful. Perhaps they were wise to take extreme measures.
And Astarion said nothing. E-Man told me his favorite line of dialogue was from Astarion here. Unfortunate. Well, that was free. Like, disappointingly so. Why is my mini-map red like there's an enemy in the area? I'm pretty sure I've cleared out everybody. Ooh. Actually, I wonder if there's any Speak with the Dead options. I would need to disguise myself first. Probably as a Gith. Can you not disguise yourself as a Gith Yankee? Or am I just blind? Tiefling, tiefling. Tiefling, tiefling. Wait. What? Why? Ah, here's Gith. There we are. And I throw my good helmet back on wherever the hell it went. There it is. I throw that back on. Thank you. And then I'm going to try some Speak with Dead shenanigans. Where is the dude who was in charge? The boss? Was he up here? Yes.
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Let's see. What will the Githyanki do? What is inside the artifact?
Secret used by Gith to free us of cake shackles.
What is the
The
secret?
corpse remains silent. It does not know.
What will the Githyanki do now?
This world is sick. Only cure. Annihilation.
Who is the Absolute?
Front. Masking the grand design.
What is, I know what the grand design is. Why are you here?
The Inquisition. To find the artifact. The astral prism.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more
Alright,
questions.
well, I was able to ask some questions. I don't know if I got anything out of it, but...
Better get to it.
Cool. Alright. I cannot fast travel from this area. What? Why ever not? There's nothing left here that's aggressive. Game, please. Alright, Lae'zel, you are getting... reset. And you are also getting... instead of this... and instead of this,
I wonder what the
you will get no, you want the Ring of Arcane Synergy, and you want the helmet that gives intelligence, which I think I still have. I don't think I sold that. It'd be real weird if I did.
got to press on.
Not something I typically sell.
Now what might you be hiding?
Maybe it's in here. I am not seeing it in here. That is concerning.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Assume nothing.
Careful, I'm behind.
Well, that's disappointing, if that's the case. I might have to remove some decks from her.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Psionic Revenge. do I really not have it anymore? That is a shame. Who did I sell it to? Did I sell it to the Myconid colony person? Hello? Why can't I leave camp?
Let's try this way.
Where even am I? What happened here? It became nighttime? Did something bug? Oh. I see.
Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
She should take the lead.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Are you talking about the person inside? Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
He speaks true of the Zaithisk. You need to trust him.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Interesting turn of events.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
All right.
I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Okay, we got a Quanith psionic detector. Whatever the hell that does. Wherever the hell that is. Yeah, cool. I see. Lae'zel probably wants to speak with me. Need to locate her first. There she is.
Anything to hear that voice.
Vlakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
Alright. What does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Boss called Vlakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree? Who's the one in the prism, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Boss called Vlakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlakith to true godhood.
I see. And if Voss is wrong?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Let's move on.
I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Shares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, Be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Fun. I sense something bothering you. Is this about giving up the egg?
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch.
Oops, I gave it away.
Don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
Well, too late on that. We get a free long rest here, which is nice. Alright, let's see. We want the Myconid colony. Okay.
I'll take this way.
Perhaps Amelia is right.
Alright, please tell me that I gave it to him.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Circlet of Blasting. The Lifebringer. App of Wrath. I did not. I have no idea where it is. Well, frick. And there really is no shot that I still have it, huh? I have no idea where I would have sold it. That is so weird. Alright, well. So be it.
So many minds connected. What could they do?
I will have to figure out how I want to do Lae'zel then.
Eager for battle.
Because ideally, you'd have Arcane Synergy. But figuring out the stat line for that is going to be annoying.
My faith protects me.
Just to make sure that the Lathander weapon is not... Yeah, it's a mace, so it's strength-based. I suppose I could just have her chug potions of giant strength like I do others. And just throw that strength into intelligence instead. It's a thought.
Action, not reaction.
Keep a blade close.
I'm sure.
Let's get on with it.
Alright, well, let's see here. We send these to Gale, as well as these two. I could let her use this.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Pretty nice. Over here, we throw that on. No, not that. This. Hmm. The problem is she's always
I applaud your taste.
like near encumbrance if I do that until she drinks a potion. How many potions do I have left? And do I think it'll be enough to get through Act 2? They are on Astarion. 16. Is there somewhere I can buy them in Act 2? Potions of giant strength. Or elixir of hill giant strength.
Subtle steps.
What's her name over here sells some. If she's still here.
Just be quick.
A long way to go still.
We'll be clearing out. No point in lingering now I've got the noble stock.
Must keep going.
Alright, yeah, there's places I can get them. It's probably fine.
We've had some rest. Maybe we can...
It's just gonna be a little on the tedious side.
Blackets will be done. Repositioning.
And to quadruple check that it's not on somebody else. Not there, not there, and not there. And it's not here. Nope, here it is. Warped Headband of Intellect. Okay, okay, okay. Cool. I'm glad I found it. Lae'zel gets that. And this can just be... Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. Kinda thinking I like the caustic band more. It's... because this works on every hit, not just the first hit after I hit with a cantrip. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this. This means this can go to somebody else at the moment. Cool. She is becoming kitted out. And I need to find Withers to respec her to be sword and board. Mostly just fixing a
Dost
feat.
thou require a new as thou did.
Fighting style, we go defense. We go... Yep. That's what we want. We want perception, not survival. That is fine. Over here, you become Eldritch Knight. You gain Booming Blade and Minor Illusion. Spells, you gain Shield and Protection from Evil and Good, I suppose. Over here, Magic Missile, so that you have a ranged ability that always hits if needed. Alright, so here we gain a spell. It doesn't really matter what we grab here. I'll go Thunder Wave. And... oh boy. What is a good feat for somebody that is... huh. Could use Shield Master. If we're using a shield, which we will be. Alert is always good, as are ability improvements. So I might just go Alert into an ability ASI. Huh. That's an interesting... Mage Slayer... could go Mage Slayer as well at some point. Martial Adept. Polearm Master won't matter if I'm using that mace. Savage Attacker could be good. I think for now, though, we go Alert, and then we go an ASI at 6. Yeah, we're just gonna go ASI. And then here, I think I went Arcane Lock and Darkness or something. Maybe it was Gust of Wind. I don't have any way to see through magical darkness, so probably not darkness. Yeah, I'll go Gust of Wind. Okay, there we are. Now, I need a shield to give her. Do I have a shield to give her? Well, I have this to give her.
Action, not reaction.
And then... do I have a shield somewhere? Where is my chest? Here it is. Any shields? It appears I did not keep any shields. This'll be good enough for now.
Assume nothing.
Yes, that will suffice. And then I will hold on to the greatsword in case she needs it for something at some point, but like... yeah. We're losing a chunk of damage. But the Shadow Curse lands from, like, the 2 steps I took in it in a previous, like, 2 years ago. I remember it having a lot of undead. I think. So, Blood of Lathander would help a lot there. And she'll gain some damage from Warped Headband of Intellect plus Ring of Arcane synergy. So that'll help out as well. That said, it is that time of the hour where ads play. They run for 3 minutes. I don't do anything in the meantime, so nobody misses out on content. Disables pre-rolls and mid-rolls for the next hour. And I will catch you all in 3 minutes.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Alright. Ads are done.
On I go.
Did I give her Longstrider? How did I not give her Longstrider? The hell is wrong with me? Whatever. Gale can do it. This means he, Oh, he already had it slotted. Okay, that's fair.
Onward.
Works out.
My faith will guide me.
Don't need to do it right this moment, though. What I need to do is take all of this salami. No. The food is fine sitting out as it is. Okay, this is the fire stoker. Don't think I have a use for that. Don't think I have a use for this either, but that's fine. All of these Githyanki crossbow are heavy crossbows.
Assume nothing.
And they are just worse than the heavy crossbows I'm using. But Will does not have a heavy crossbow yet. So I will give him this. Make sure he's proficient. Yep. And then Parlak gets a Githyanki one. I don't think I ever... Yeah, I never reset her. I'll have to do that at some point. Did I do it with... Yeah, I did with him. Cool. And then there's my Haggai sacrifice. Oh, I should have used this before the Zaithisk. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot I had it. Aw, disappointment. Alright. That is what it is, though. Githyanki great swords, Githyanki long swords. Why is this long sword not magical and these ones are? Whatever. Githyanki short swords.
What am I to do?
You... That's only really useful for... Wait, why did that come off of you? Put that back on. Alright, so we'll... Send a Shadow Heart. Here, the Jolty Vest. I mean, technically better. What about this one? Better still. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure her out later.
What's next?
Over here... we want all of these. Actually, just all of this. We don't need these. Crossbow of Arcane Force. What does this do? Oh, it has the extra ability, right? Yeah, I think I'm good getting rid of all of these. And we will sell.
At least they're peaceful.
An entire village if seeded properly.
Got to keep moving.
Worse than last I saw you.
Thanks, boss.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Okay. Getting lots of money here. No, not there. It is somewhere around here.
Might find
There
something
it is.
useful.
We take that. Take this. We take these. Did I not send any armors back? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
I don't know half of what they're saying.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Okay. I can sell all of this. Those can be added. Oh, okay. Good sir, I am going to have to take a partial rest so that you restock on money.
So many mines. Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
There we are. You are flush with cash yet again. What does Force Conduit do again? Right. I could see myself having Arlac use that, actually. So I'll send that over there. Alright, so this one actually does have 1d4 radiant damage on it at all times. That's nifty. I could see using that if I ever stop using Club of the Hill Giant Strength and need to do melee attacks just for the Radiant Orb stuff. Short bow +1. Not using that ever. Sword of Screams. I'm gonna send that to Will. It might be something he could use. I still don't know how this works. But I will send it to camp. I don't think Lae'zel's ever going to use this. It's nice, but I don't see it happening. Just because he's using the intelligence headband. That said, I'll send it to camp just so it's safe. I still don't know if these have an upgrade path or anything, so I'll hold on to them. Here we gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds with a headband. That can go on Will, 100%. This can go to Karlach. I kind of like this, but at the same time I'd prefer to not be able to get crit. This is very... like... do I get crit? Or do I... I think I keep wearing the Grimskull helmet. Though this is so nice. These don't weigh anything. I don't really care about holding on to them forever. Okay, I don't need these. This could be useful later. I don't know. I'll hold on to them. This is great for Will. These are good for... I don't know who at the moment, but I'm not getting rid of them. Yeah, I like the Gloves of Belligerent Skies slightly more. I will hold on to these, though. There could be a spot where I need these. Where the resistance to bludgeon, piercing, and slashing damage is relevant, so I shall hold on to them. Over here... Amulet of Branding. What does this do? Okay, that could be relevant. Cool. So we roll down here. And we start getting rid of all of this. Oh. Alright. Then here... we have the ceremonial items. I don't think they're needed anymore. But on the off chance they are... I might not be able to send them to camp from here. Lame. This great sword is no longer needed. Yeah, all of this is fine. Here... I shall do that, and then go to camp. And I will offload that. Just for weight purposes. If I want to craft something, I know where to go to get it. Open. There we go. Ah, that barely affected my weight. Noted. This is Knife of the Undermountain King. I could actually make Lae'zel dual-wield instead of sword and board. Just so that she can have this in the offhand. She, like, never actually use the offhand attack. It would just be so that, it's there for using. That said, I think I've done enough selling and whatnot now. Unless... does somebody else have stuff I need to sell? Not really. I will equip this stuff to Will, though, before I forget. So this is a +1. So that's all it has going for it. But this is not a +1, but it does 1d4 psychic damage. Five to 10. 5 to 12. For 1 less to hit. Nah, I don't think it's worth. 2 extra, or like 1 extra average damage for 1 less, like 5% chance less to hit. I think I'm okay on that. Alright.
Perhaps Amelia is right. I should get
Thanks,
a
boss.
mask.
We'll be looking a lot worse.
You must have.
I sense something's bothering you. Nope. Let's see. Alright. I shall head to Grimforge and head to Act 2 from that direction. Before I do, there is... Let's see. What if the dream person in the prism is actually Prince Orpheus just projecting something that we want to see or something? That'd be weird. Okay, I am just making sure that I've done everything here before I move on to Act 2. Alright. We have indeed done everything. So off we go. Huh. This is the max you can do with hotbar, huh? Well, that's disappointing.
Lovely day.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do some shenanigans then.
Well, hello.
Astarion, you can chug one of your strength potions. Where are they? Here they are.
My faith protects me.
And Lae'zel is in a good spot. Cool.
There is work to do. This way.
I'm very nervous about heading into Act 2. Since I've not been there at all. Granted, I hadn't been to the crash either, so I don't know why I'm so nervous about Act 2 specifically. Hey, how's it going, Fiji? Perfect timing indeed. You missed, like, a good 30 minutes of loot finagling and selling after the crash.
Action, not reaction.
Oh, and I respect Lae'zel to be sword and board instead of two-handed, because I have a feeling this is just gonna be good. It's a legendary weapon. How could it be bad? I didn't really have any good shields for her anymore, so she's just using the Woodwoods one until I find something better. I didn't even get that option. I also decided that I would throw the Warped Headband of Intellect on her and use the Ring of Arcane Synergy since she uses Booming Blade every turn anyway. Figured, you know, little extra damage.
My faith will guide me.
I don't know, I saw a slot on the pedestal for the crest that I'd earned earlier from doing the puzzle, and I put the crest in there, and then I took the weapon. I don't know. It seemed like the logical thing to do. I solved puzzle. If you do that without the crest... Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's neat. I might have to do that on some other run. I step into Act 2 and I immediately have
No time to
something
waste.
to sleep on. Which I kinda don't want to, because I just used an Elixir of Hill Giant Strength.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
But I feel like I probably should.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
That's funny.
What now? Should be easy.
I might have to watch a VOD of that or something. Like a video of that happening.
Onward then.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take the nap. I know, right? Ooh, this is pretty.
I should take that.
I like this camp. I like this camp a lot. I can't view it during next... Well, I suppose I could view it on my phone during next commercial break. But if I view it on the computer, it'll come through the mic, or it'll come over stream. But send it to me via Discord, and I will check it out when I can. For sure.
Let's see what we have here.
Oh. Okay, you're not who I was expecting.
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers, and you're getting him out.
Mizora, you don't look exactly corporeal at the moment. Is it you that got locked up? If this devil's so powerful, how did they manage to get captured?
Well, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting her priorities fixed. Ahem. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse abeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission.
That kind of doubles up on my
to negotiate Will out of his pact.
This definitely seems like it might be her that's stuck. We'll rescue your asset on one condition.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Trust me?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
We'll rescue this asset if you release... Will this make me lose Will? Because it's definitely something he's spoken of wanting in the past. I don't want to lose him, though. Shit. The game up to this point has made me think that it would be okay to do this. But what just happened now has me thinking it's not okay to do this. YOLO. Whatever happens, happens. He approved.
Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
We could always let the cult infect the asset. I bet they'd make a loyal thrall. Oh, boy. Well, this isn't going well, guys.
Think again. Clause Z, Section 13. The Lemure Clause. Could have sworn we covered this. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And
Well,
don't
I tried.
mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Something needs to be said.
Gods damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
Will's relationship with Mizora is transactional. He helps her and she has to help him. This could end in our favor.
Devils never lose. You know that, right? Sure, they'll give you a bit of tap here and there, but the house always wins.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Doesn't this violate your contract?
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War.
Not gonna happen. You mean too much to the Sword Coast.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
Who is this? Astarion, huh?
I-F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? Damn language is this?
Want me to take a look?
What are you doing?
Just looking. What's that on your back?
A gift from Cazador, written in flesh. Apparently it's a poem, but I've never read it. I've been tracing the scars on my back with my fingers, trying to read them by touch. But I can't. They may as well be written in Rashimi.
Let me have a look.
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know. Now shut up and turn around.
Fine.
The runes
Veiled in
are carved
Arcana.
deep, brutal strokes, but the jagged letters mean nothing to you. Whatever language this is, you don't recognize it.
And? What does it say?
Hold still, I'll draw it for you.
What in the hells? What did he do to me?
What does it say?
I have absolutely no idea. But it's no poem. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
You really have no idea what this is?
Not at all. It doesn't look like a poem. It doesn't look like anything I recognize. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out, I promise.
Will we? How... sweet.
Okay, we are partial resting.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I trust you've come to your senses. We have to work together, or the Absolute will enthrall us both. I cannot keep this up indefinitely.
Dwarf, where'd your armor go?
But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
Let's see. I didn't do it for them. The goblins were in my way, so I killed them. Nah. I'll go with 2. I did what I could, but I'm not sure they'll survive out there on their own.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
My transformation.
Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me.
Why does the Absolute want you?
I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Cool. And I have more to do. Cool. So we leave, and we immediately go back. The Starian has more. Okay.
I've been thinking about the runes Cazador carved into my back. There's something not right about all this. There's more to that poem than everyday sadism. Maybe something worse than everyday sadism. I saw runes like that on the creatures we fought in the Hells. The message must be infernal. I'm afraid that through those runes, somehow, Cazador might still be able to dominate me.
Interesting. I can take another look if you want.
Unless you've suddenly become an expert in mysterious runes, I don't think that will achieve much. No. We need someone with a little more expertise. And I think I know who to ask. Our devilish friend, Raphael. If anyone has the resources to find out what it says, surely he will.
He'll want something in return? Are you sure you can pay his price?
Well, we won't know until we ask now, will we? Unfortunately, he comes and goes in his own schedule, so we'll just have to look out for any sulfurous odors or the sound of questionable poetry. Meanwhile, I think I'll spend some time studying the art of infernal negotiations.
Alright, cool. We partial rest. Are we done here? No. I'm okay with this. It's all new dialogue to me.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition.
I'm listening.
I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
And how would we do that exactly?
I mean, I I assume there's some device controlling these things, so we find that. Murder some people and, Look, I'm not a details person, alright? But turning up and causing chaos has worked for us so far. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil.
I'll consider it.
Do. It's not often the universe hands you something like this. We'd be fools to squander it. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic.
I ask Raphael about your scars. What's your plan?
It's not a plan yet. More a feeling. Just an itch at the back of my mind. But I know I'm missing something. Whatever Cazador did to me, it was more than his usual sadism. It had purpose. Once I know what that purpose was, maybe a plan will present itself. But for now, I just need to scratch this itch.
Alright, does anybody else have anything to say to me?
Speak.
It doesn't look like it. Okay. Cool. Looks like I've run out of camp dialogue. Sweet deal.
Minster's not around, so it might as well.
Yeah, I did use a level 1 spell slot for mage armor before all of that camp dialogue. That's whatever, though.
Have to keep pushing. What do we have here? Let's see. Give it a try.
Yellowed book contains a series of architectural plans. Alright. I guess this key is for that chest down there that I picked. That's whatever. There is a skeleton there. A second broken moon lantern. Alright. Been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to the Grim Forge for future expeditions. Usolnir will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here? The Ketheric created so long ago. Now sealed by the curse. Grim Forge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute's uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble. Quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not quite as experienced in such matters as I'd wish to be. I set up the explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I've even set things up correctly. Absolute protect me. Well, we see what happened to him. Sucks to suck.
The shadow curse. I tried to picture it in my head, but this is a lot.
I won't have to worry about the sun, at least.
This is no ordinary darkness. It feels powerful and familiar. These lands have been blessed by Lady Shah. You must learn more about her presence here.
All right.
There's a power to these shadows. A familiar one. I swear I can feel it.
Moonrise Towers lies ahead. We must venture on, however bleak the path.
I don't like how any of this looks.
No day.
I mean, it looks great,
It's as though time
but
itself.
like,
In some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
Hardly. The astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. Nothing like this dismal abyss.
I can feel the shadow's power. The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her.
I don't know what that is that's going on there, but it seems to be happening frequently and only to me. I don't like the sound of that. Handwritten journal, abandoned for some 50 years. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with awe and fear.
Search notes on the shadow curse. Maybe wise to heed what's said here.
I finally have an inspiration again.
What's that?
So, Lae'zel, things seem to be getting serious with you two. Do you have pet names for each other yet?
Pet names. As if we were domesticated animals.
God, you have so much to learn. Repeat after me. Honey muffin, sweetie pie, sugar plum.
Honey muffin, sweetie pie. Astarion, do you see all your lovers as food?
Alright. Ah, Harper's.
I've been pondering something, Lae'zel. Why is it the Githyanki have belly buttons? When they hatch from eggs?
Hadn't even thought about that.
I did not grant you permission to gaze upon my midriff.
I wasn't gazing. Merely observing. Though it can hardly be said for a certain someone else.
Alright.
Dark feels hungry. Like it drained me dry.
Why did it go into turn-based mode?
Consume me. I am shielded by Lady Shah.
Alright, I will figure out why it went into turn-based mode after the ads, since apparently it's time for ads. They will play for 3 minutes. I will not do anything in the meantime, so nobody misses out on content. And they turn off pre-rolls and mid-rolls for the next hour. And I will catch you in 3 minutes, because the Shadow Curse. But I don't see anything about the Shadow Curse here. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see when I get back. Alright, ads are done. I watched that video, Fiji. That was great.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there?
A nightmare in the dark. My name is Shadowheart. Who are you?
First, come closer. Hands up. Jonas, move in.
Rip him.
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
Jonas, can you see our torches?
Stinking harpers.
Can't see anything. Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Move. I'll take care of this.
Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
I see. There are a lot of them. Huh.
Can't afford to let up.
Radiant vulnerability. All you gotta tell me.
Got to move.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do.
Battle of wits.
There appears to be a shadow back here.
Swift and lethal. Let my name be known.
Really? Really? Easy hit. Something, something. Arcane synergy. Very strong.
The witching
Uh... Alright. So we head into the light source.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Alright, have a good one, Fiji. Enjoy. Okay, Shadow Curse is toggled off now.
I'm talking.
91% chance for Vicious Mockery. Let's go. What all do you have equipped? Very little that's actually, like, useful here. Alright. +1 to save DC. +1 to save DC. That's like all you're using, is plus to save DC stuff. Yeah, no. Ooh.
Shit. The shadows took you. Make every strike count.
Oh boy, they are doing so much damage and deciding to take attacks of opportunity wherever they can. Harper is proving as useful as usual.
The shot. Finish them off.
Talk to me. On the move.
I love radiating or spirit guardians. So nice. Disadvantage, but it's still 90% chance to hit.
Victory is assured.
Swift and lethal. On the move.
Okay, I can... Booming Blade. Into... Ranged attack there. And I don't get my bonus action because I jumped. That's fine.
Death is but a word away.
We missed. This is fine.
Feel death's cold grip.
Burgeoning bondwater.
So be it. Okay, there's just one left. I'm okay with this. Good lord, they took a lot of damage.
innocent blood.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map.
Alright. Managed to save all the Harpers we could.
Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
Oh, do I say this? Oh no. Oh god. This feels like such a bad idea. How badly could this really fuck things up, though? Let's be honest. I mean, it could make whatever safe haven, city, whatever, completely hostile to me.
Your funeral. Far as we can tell,
Okay.
there's no way through. The shadows will get you eventually, the deeper in you go.
They did not actually care.
Keep to the light to buy yourself some time. Harpers, move out!
In her former life, this girl played in the nearby woods. She was always the best at climbing trees. You sense a young woman gazing at moonrise towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes. The image of an orange-haired cat asleep before a fireplace comes to you. What came of it? He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But then the darkness came.
One with the weave.
Alright, so let's see here. You have access to the light spell.
A long way to go.
There we go. That'll work. Hopefully.
I'll grab that.
It lit things up a little bit at least.
This way. Better take a look.
You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half drawn. If he bags a deer, the whole family will be kept fed all winter.
Rusty dagger.
Keep your distance, darling.
Astarion, you have a job to do.
Challenge.
I'm ready.
I want to see what this Shadow Vestige has to say.
You see an older woman on her knees scrubbing the floor of an inn. The patrons made a mess of things again the night before.
Alright. Here we have Last Light Inn. Alright.
Might as well take a look.
God, a rotten lemon sounds just so awful. Like, I mean, rotten food in general sounds bad, but a rotten lemon sounds like just worse.
Shadows claim that
I see. I see. They all have, like, no HP. Do I bother?
Swords meet sorcery.
Are they immune to any damage types? No. Is this worth? I can get it back. Seriously? It did not say it was going to hit Shadowheart. And it somehow didn't hit the two of the ones I wanted it to hit. How did it? What the fuck, game? Whatever. Good enough.
One can't always be a gentleman.
And here... we Booming Blade. Into an attack. Into yet another attack. Yeah, this is fine.
Victory awaits.
Let's finish this.
No blue, all doom.
And then we Rakish Sneak Attack. That was a lot of XP for, like, one of the easiest fights I've ever done. Granted, you know, having 3 people with alert definitely helped that. If that had been full-on ambush, that would have been really rough. Oh, we're almost level 8. Neat. Do any of the Shadow Cursed Ravens have anything? I'm beginning to think no.
I'd better take a peek.
Blood and Age have made it near illegible in parts. Hell, but darkness has rolled into Wraithwind, cutting us off on all sides. We've sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before... This letter is our last hope. Send help. Anyone from anywhere, I beg of you. I will renounce our lady loss and kiss the Moon Maiden's feet if that's what it takes. Just don't let the darkness take us. Well, there's his issue. He forsook the person that would save him here. Just as it does Shadowheart.
to keep going.
All right. I need to find a way up here. There's a chest up there. Am I able to just... Yes.
Better fetch that.
Astarian.
Simple.
Lockpick. Easy.
You have mine.
Gale. I need you to feather fall us.
What's next?
Yes, yes, yes. The Shadow Curse.
On I go.
Hey, Kyo, how's it going? Hope you are well.
Excellent choice.
What am I to do?
Ooh, that's rough. Hopefully it doesn't cause too big of an issue.
Onward. Ever onward.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of. For a warm bed and full stomach, look no further. Welcome to the Last Light Inn.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully the dizziness passes soon.
Some sort of barrier. Shadows can't penetrate it.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Easy. She's with me. Come. Jahira!
The only competent Harper in the history of the Harpers. Gotcha. Yeah, no, this is officially Act 2. Just this once, I wish people would simply say hello.
Hello.
I saved your soldiers, and this is the thanks I get?
Kindness is too often a decoy.
This is why we're here, you see. Tis a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
I'm not a true soul. Pray that the Dark Lady... Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this, but sometimes you just gotta roll with it, right?
A pathetic deception. I know who you really worship, true soul.
Stop! What's you doing? She's the one who saved us!
Oh, okay, here we
She's
are.
the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. Knows when to be discreet too. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that possible?
Mole is good people. I like Mole. Because of this artifact, sure, I'll show it.
What in the hells is that thing?
Tell Jaheira everything you know about the artifact.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here?
I just want a cure for the parasite in my head. Moonrise Towers is the only lead. Destroy the Absolute in its lair. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Lord, this is heavy.
It's for a good cause. Jaheira seems sure of you. I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside.
Should just about do. Just about? I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
Alright. We have torches here.
See any movement out there? Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
Quartermaster. We like quartermasters.
I only hope I brought enough to see us through.
Anything I take off your hands at no cost to myself?
Cheeky. But, since you're asking.
I like freebies. Yeah, no worries, Kyo. Got a supply pack? Nice.
If you're alright by Jaheira, you're alright by me.
Let's see your wares. What kind of cool stuff do we have here? You know what? I'll take that. I started running low. Arrow of Aberration Slaying. Okay. Arrow of Humanoid Slaying. Defender Great Axe. When making your first attack of the round, You can reduce this weapon's enchantment by 1 to increase your armor class and saving throw bonus by 1. I kinda like that. I'm not going to be using it this playthrough, but I do kind of like that. Incandescent Staff. Ranged spell attack +1, resistance to fire damage. Gives the Fire Bolt cantrip and a Fireball cast once per day, I'm guessing. Javelin +1, Longsword +1, Simi 1. Okay. Barkskin armor. You are invested with the power of the meadows and woods of this land, and have the effect of Barkskin, increasing your armor class to 16. That seems... The advantage on Constitution saving throw checks is kind of nice, but everything else about it just seems awful. Obsidian laced robe. Alright, that doesn't seem like a terrible robe. I don't have anybody I'd put it on this playthrough, but... While obscured, the wearer has advantage on saving throws. Stealth +1. I could see Astarion wearing that if I didn't have him medium armored and using the adamantine. The Mighty Cloth. You gain bull strength and increase your strength score by 2 up to a maximum of 20. Cannot be pushed against your will and have advantage on saving throws against being restrained. Huh. This looks pretty neat for, like, a strength monk. Or like a, barb monk multi. Yuan T scale mail. Oh. Okay, this is gross. You add your full dexterity modifier to your armor class. You gain +1 bonus to initiative rolls. Wow. If Astarion wasn't wearing the can't be crit armor, I'd have him use this. Like, this is just obscenely good. I might still buy it just for later use. Cloak of Protection. I will be buying that, I think. I don't have a cloak on any of my people, and it is a really good cloak. Additional spell slots. You gain 1 level 1 spell slot. It gains a shield bash. Alright, this is better than the shield Lae'zel's currently using, so I might buy that. Currently just looking through stuff here. When you make an attack with your offhand, you can add your ability modifier. Okay, that's nice for some builds. Amulet of the Harpers. Advantage on wisdom saving throw checks. Shield. That's also kind of nice. Alright, lots of cool stuff here. I'm not going to buy any of it yet. I want to see if there's other vendors here that I can buy and sell from first. Because while I do have a nice stockpile of money, I do not have unlimited funds. But there is some really nice stuff there.
Take care now.
It's for a good cause.
Worth grabbing.
Yeah? Our asses.
Two steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Count the lucky stars.
Chihiro wants to know about
Hey!
supplies.
That's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get.
What party is it that I'm crashing?
Rescue party.
Not that you'll give a triple shot damn, but we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself.
Rescue party sounds right up my alley, as a matter of fact. Actually, I was in the aftermath. I don't suppose Counselor Flork made it all the way here.
Sure did. For all the good that does us.
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
Guess you need to be a goddamned counselor to get room and board around here. He better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight, we're not.
Alright, we have Damon here again. Apparently. Yeah.
I've definitely seen that ox before. It has the same strange look in its eye.
I wish we'd gear up and head out.
Alright, Damon.
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
Interesting materials? What do you mean?
Hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant.
Hey, Hans, how's it going?
I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Let's see what you have. Okay, Great Club. Charge-bound Warhammer. +1 to damage and attack rolls. Deals an additional 1 to 6 lightning damage. Hammer's magical power only functions if it's bound to an Eldritch Knight or as a Warlock's Pact weapon. Huh. Alright. Interesting.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Hold up. Do I have an ability to bind a weapon that I haven't seen yet? No. Is that something I get at a later level? Un momento. Weapon bond. Yeah, no, that is an action. Why do I not see it on my... Yeah, it's right here. Why is it not... Oh, it is right here. I'm just blind. I've never used it. Huh, alright. The more you know. Where did Damon go? He was right here.
This place gives me the creeps.
Am I blind? Ah.
Let's see what I can glean.
Need anything?
Alright, so yeah, this is cool. I'm not gonna be using it, but it is cool. Darkfire short bow. A defensive short bow. Resistance to fire and cold damage. Alright, that's neat. It also gives haste. +2 strength up to 23. That is kinda nice. The -1 intelligence, -1 wisdom could be relevant, but if they were odd numbers, then it's not. Okay. Anything here that I want? Sword of Life-Stealing. On a critical hit, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage, as long as it isn't a construct or undead. You also gain 10 temp hit points, and it's a +2 short sword. Huh. Alright, that's not terrible. It's not amazing. Like, 19 out of 20 times it's just a +2 short sword, but... Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 turns of heat. I take fire damage each turn, and in return, I get... It doesn't say. Okay, thank you, game. I will be skipping that then. While concentrating, your melee weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 poison damage. That's kinda neat. Chainmail +2. This is not bad. If, for a heavy armor person. It's not amazing. But it has high armor class, if nothing else. Chain shirt +2. Okay. Scale mail +2. Yeah. You have the chain shirt +2 here, or you can get the scale mail +2. Both medium armor, and this one has higher armor class. Why would I go with the other one? I mean, I guess this one doesn't have disadvantage on stealth checks, but, like... Eh. Safeguard shield. I could see using that potentially. Swordmaster gloves seem pretty nice. The proficiencies, whatever. The +1 bonus to attack rolls is always going to be nice, though. So I could see using that.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. I am going to quickly go grab Karlak. Oh, son of a... I have more night events.
Might be useful.
I don't think I've spoken with Halsin since we ended up in the Shadow-Cursed lands.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
We're in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there any more you can tell me about how to lift it?
This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being, in the form of a young fey boy, with the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once.
Alright, that's really weird, but okay.
I can't be exact, unfortunately. Time and the Shadow Curse won't have been kind to any traces that would have been left behind. A living witness is unlikely, I'll admit. But perhaps there'll be an unliving witness, or some lingering echo of what we seek. Don't worry. If you find something, you will know it.
Still feeling at home with us? The surroundings are less bucolic than less bucolic, I understand?
It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
No words needed. I understand how you feel.
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
Well met.
Alright, where is Karlak? That is Lae'zel. That is Astarion. Here we are. Here's our barbarian.
Hey, soldier.
We've got some infernal metal. What should we do with it?
Yes! We need to go find Damon. I'm going to get a hug soon.
We're heading
Looks
out.
like your troops all trooped up. You need to... Excellent.
Alright, I have some levels to give her. Oh, your animal aspect can be different than your bestial heart. That's kind of neat. Uh... Alright, let's see. I think I will go... between bear, eagle, and elk. I think I'll go elk, though. Cool.
Let's get on with it.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Give us the good news? What if you want to hear first?
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Let's let Damon speak. This sounds important.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Alright.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Let's pull her into a hug. Sure, why not?
Thank you I can't believe it. Thank you, Danon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Thank you, Daman.
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom, you've given me more than I could ever hope to repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
All right. Ads are starting here in a second. They last for 3 minutes. They disable pre-rolls and mid-rolls for the next hour. I don't do anything in the meantime, so nobody misses out on any content. And I will catch you all in 3 minutes. Ads are done, and we can continue on. I can go get Lazelle back.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
Aren't you afraid this is gonna overload your engine?
Nah, it'll be fine.
Soul coins are just that, though. They contain people's souls. I'm not sure you should be using them.
They're already lost. Better to be used in service of the good guys than a devil, don't you think? Next time we're in a nasty battle, drop one my way. You'll enjoy the results.
Alright. Next time we're in battle, we'll make sure you get one.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
If death is soon to take Karlak, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known.
I'd like you to join me.
And my might is yours. Ready for...
So, the untouchable Karlak is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlak's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. You can be sure of that.
Alright.
How beautiful it must be to know you can hold a hand, caress a cheek after going so long without. We'll get Karlak fixed up, right? There's always a way. There has to be.
You wish to speak?
Alright. I have a potion of animal speaking on me. Let's talk with the cows.
No, still incapable.
Incapable of what?
Not for you to know.
You're the ox I met back in the grove. You were very hungry then. I saved you all, and now you have food.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied?
These are the least bovine thoughts I've ever seen.
Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out.
Your secret, whatever it is safe with me.
Little hero. Do you like our new friend? He's new.
Worth a rummage?
This is how you get that second floor. Okay. All of the moldy food.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
A crooked touch.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
What do we have in here? Rippling Force Mail. Gain Force Conduit when taking slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. This is the... This doesn't seem bad. This doesn't seem terrible. I don't know who I would have wear it at the moment. I have 2 heavy armor users, and both
I'll take this way.
have armor that they would prefer to wear at the moment.
I'd better do the talking.
Jahira's godsend in the flesh. Pleasure to have you.
What do we have going on down here?
Please, I just want to be alone.
I remember you, Bex, right?
Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin Dor, Roshan.
How did you manage to get away?
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not unless you can bring him back. Can you?
I'll find Dennis and bring him back to you. I'll do my best to find him, but I can't promise anything. Ooh, this is a rough claim to make here, cleric.
It's hard
But I am
to
a cleric.
imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. I can't. I can't.
Oh, what's down this way? Interesting. I will explore that a little later.
Lord, this is heavy.
Better take that.
Your Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon?
We better. Only a dead man walking.
Our asses. Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight, we're not.
Good man.
Alright, time to talk to more Harpers.
Reinforce the barricade.
Take a stroll, have a drink. Enjoy them while you can.
True soul, I believe. How fortunate we are to have you among us.
That's sarcasm, I hear.
Shadows lurking. Light to inside. Look.
Nice to see the dark spitting out more than shadows. Welcome.
Yeah.
Little busy. Sorry.
Best head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
Alright.
This place gives me the creeps.
Don't wander far.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
Got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
If it was worth any coin, do you think Mole would have given it to you? Or, yeah, persuasion. Haha, why? Always. Okay, I just barely made that. Holy cow.
I mean, maybe.
I'll go insight here with all the other fabulous things you found in this inn. Why hold on to a dusty old key?
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather.
Wow. Wow.
Trinkets and doodahs. What are you looking for?
First happy face I've seen in a good while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
So, what do we have here? Cunning Broom. When the wearer disengages, they also create a foggy cloud. Ah, that's kind of neat. The wielder of this rod cannot be surprised unless something unexpected happens. I appreciate that. Evasive shoes are not bad. Armor class +1. We like those. Decanter of nearly endless water. The decanter can, in fact, sometimes run out of endless water. However, it will definitely regain its properties the next day, the day after for sure. Faint whispers creep from this sending shell when you hold it close, yet the method of sending messages from it is unclear. Spoon of saltiness. When salting food, the bearer of the shadow-cursed utensil will always add too little or too much, but never the right amount. Truly, the deviousness is top tier. I'm loving these. Magic weapon meant to slay a particular kind of creature, sparrows in this case. The arrow will grievously wound sparrows. It hits the poor wee winged fellows. Pretty sure all arrows do that. I do think I will buy the evasive shoes. Maybe. They are better than the boots of speed that I'm currently using, I feel.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate.
So I can get that a little later.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
Why does it say... Oh, why am I on Gale?
This way.
Alright, all you pricks, move out of the way. Let me in here. How is that out of reach? Boogie game, yo. Alright.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
Smell the wine first.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
No, but it spoils my trust.
Indulge me. Bottoms
Sure.
up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
Parasite is giving me powers I never had before. It's changing me for the better. Despite knowing you're under the effects of the drug, try to deny the tadpole has any influence over you. Nah. It's trying to change me to win me over, but I'm resisting its temptations.
And you're certain you will continue to resist?
Yes.
Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Who was? Is he?
General Ketherick Thorm. Remember
Oh.
that name. He's
Okay.
leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
So here's a question. Jaheira is in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And granted, it is 2nd edition D&D. But the level cap there is far higher than the level cap here. How is she such a low level when we meet her? Like, yeah, you can be all, you know, different editions, different power scaling, but late game 2nd edition druids were obscenely strong. Arguably more so than late game 5th edition druids. It's kinda... It's rare people look at me and see hope.
The light is rather dim. Out here in the Shadowlands, the point remains. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Seems like I'll be doing most of the heavy lifting.
You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Getheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Last light's best
All right.
bargains right here.
Hand me the bottle, it's not hard.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
I heard you were ambushed by the cult. It sounded brutal.
Aye. Not a battle she's likely to put to song. Maybe we should have just surrendered. Zevlor begged us to. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
They're gone. You've been spared. Do not squander the god's grace.
What exactly have I left to squander? We've no brighter horizon ahead of us. There's just the city. If I can get us there alive.
But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Control.
How to convey. Alright.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
We need to meet. The map is ready. Go to my place. Head into the basement. Look for the tower. You should have the key. Ignore the chest. I mean it. Go straight on through and you'll find it. Morfred. Interesting.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Don't touch me. With pleasure.
Your job is to serve drinks, you little devil. Do it!
There's no time to waste. Stop shouting!
I'm not shouting!
Last night's best bargains.
Delayed my meeting with Morfred only to find the entire masonry had been raided and all its inhabitants taken for questioning. I doubt I'll ever see my brother again if they go to him, or if they get to him. I'll be next. One look at my shrine will tell on me. But I would not deny Our Lady of Silver, even under pain of what Ketherick has promised any who do not convert.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
I'll see what I can learn.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Let's see here. Want to talk about your sorrows instead of drowning in them?
I'd rather drown than talk to a sanctimonious prick like you. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time.
Stop blaming yourself, it's pathetic. Accept the will of the gods, however it falls. Nah. I'm here, I heard about the attack in the Shadowlands. I'm here to help.
Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone.
And it's my responsibility to bring them back?
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Roland. You're a piece of shit as always.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
Can I... There.
If this is about Roland, go away!
Sorry, he was mean.
He acts like he wished we weren't here. Like he wished he hadn't saved us.
But he did save you, that's what matters.
Now we're just trying to save him from drinking himself stupid.
I get it. You're trying to look after him.
Yeah. He did save us after all. Anyway, it's his loss.
What do you mean, his loss?
I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows.
Can I have it?
It's for Roland.
If you give it to me, I'll make sure he gets it. You really want to give it to him after how he acted?
Fine. Huh? Where is it? I must have dropped it. Well, you can look for it if you want. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye.
Onward in her name. That might be worth a look.
Oh? Loose plank, huh? When the wearer deals cold damage, they also create a 15-foot circle of ice around the targets. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Plan is to do nothing.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists. I intend to find what I want to do.
Aylar's doing her best. She shows no signs of waking.
Nothing.
Alright, we're just looting the place, talking with people, getting the lay of the land.
Your move, Maul.
Oh god! I wasn't expecting Raphael here.
Take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Alright, let's see here. Gale's right. Put pressure on him. Attack the pieces in front of his Cyric. Let's see. I'll go Cleric Wisdom. I have a single inspiration. Fuck it. Why not?
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple
begging to be plucked. Her victory was hollow, of course. Frankly, I expected better of you. Did Maul ask to have your god win the game for her?
The god is quite handy when dealing with devils.
Oh, I promise on every treasure I own. You've never dealt with a devil like me before. But don't you worry.
Aren't you just a Cambion?
It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
Don't play games, Raphael. Help him out.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master, but is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details, but of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me. This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Alright, I spent an inspiration, got an inspiration. I'm okay with this. His Majesty.
Hiss! I say hiss!
Is this a furless cat, or is it just a very, very short-haired cat? What's got your whiskers in a twist?
This is my territory, and you're in it.
My intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Quite the specimen you are. How did you come to this place?
I slinked, of course. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss!
You seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting around here?
Of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Trinkets and doodahs.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
I did, though with a few hiccups along the way. Told you I'd help rescue Waldron and others. This is my first stop.
I haven't forgotten. And as it happens, I was making something to help you on your way. That is, if you're still going to help Waldron and the others.
Of course I am.
In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
Wolverine who? Thought that was your mission?
Let's call a thing a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic Dwergar, didn't we? It's doubly true in this place. You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful in such infiltrations. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The brilliant retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
I like the name. What's it do?
Let's not ruin the surprise. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
All right. Where did Mole go?
Worth a try.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Yes, I'm well aware. Focus is
Anyone to achieve that. Daylight's doing her best.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies.
We can wait. But Baldur's Gate can't.
Maybe not, Mum.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
He may know a way through the curse.
Harper's testimonial. Anything here?
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead. So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
All right.
We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any of our people into the curse. Any help
Last like best bargains right here.
to save the city. But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping.
I like how they just let me loot everything here.
Sacrifice anyone to achieve that.
No shit's given.
Doing her best. He shows no signs of waking. We can wait. But Baldur's Gate can't. If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover. But we do know that anyone who goes...
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too. Hope you find them.
I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse. Any help from Jahira? She won't...
What can I do for you, my friend?
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Daylight's doing her best.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
All right.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song. Nothing of use on his person. His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist. He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers?
Not yet. What's with the fellow in the cot?
Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other.
What can you tell me about Isabel?
Cleric of Saluna. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free.
I'd like to talk to him.
Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
I'm gonna go with 3. Lord Gortash. Thought he was no more than a counselor.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Alright. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna call the stream early today. It's gonna be a pretty short one. My stomach is killing me right now. I don't know what the hell I ate, but my stomach did not appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm gonna just call the stream early. Thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that follow button. And, I hope to see you tomorrow as I continue into Act 2. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.